In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use the barometer on your Casio Pro PRG240 watch. This is module 3246, should work for any module 3246 or 3173 watch. So first and foremost, we're in our main timekeeping mode here. A lot of people are going to jump straight to the barometer button to go do a barometric pressure reading. I did want to show that if you press your adjust button when you're in your timekeeping mode, you've got a couple different displays up here in the little upper left-hand box. If I press it once, it'll take me to the year. Press it again, it'll show you a graph. That graph will represent the barometric pressure over the last 24 hours. Now, unfortunately, you can't change it to anything else. I wish they would let you say, oh, show me the temperature value over the last 24 hours or my altimeter value over the last 24 hours. But on this watch, it's always going to be your barometric pressure over the last 24 hours. So that's a quick way, just when you're in your regular timekeeping mode, to keep an eye on what your pressure is doing. You might be sitting out there wondering, why do I care about barometric pressure? Your barometric pressure can kind of help you predict what the weather is doing. As your pressure rises, the weather should be getting better. As it goes down, your weather should be getting worse. And if there's quick changes, either up or down, it can indicate that a storm is coming, either a rainstorm, windstorm, stuff like that. So that's why barometric pressure is kind of interesting. Let's go into our barometer. The way we're going to do that is we're going to press the middle button on the right-hand side. That's going to be our barometer mode. Now you'll notice that little line that was moving up and down, and then it kind of settled here in the middle. A lot of people think, oh, that's just telling me that I'm in the barometer mode. That's not it at all. We'll explain what that line is here in a second, but when we're in our barometer, we're going to see the same 24-hour graph that we saw before. Basically, every 2 hours, at the 30-minute mark of the even number of hours, this watch will take a barometric pressure reading automatically. And it's going to update this graph up here so you can see what the pressure has been doing over 24 hours. You're also going to have a temperature reading in the upper right-hand side. This is coming from the thermometer sensor that is built into this watch. In the middle, you will have your current barometric pressure. Now, mine's being displayed in hectopascals. You can also display it in inches of mercury if you'd rather have inches of mercury. Same thing with the temperature. I'm displaying mine in Fahrenheit. If you're a Celsius person out there, you can change that to Celsius. In the bottom, you will have your current time. So it's kind of nice. Anytime you're in your barometer mode, you'll always be able to see the current time as well. It will stay in the barometer mode for a little over an hour, and then eventually it will kick you back to your main watch face. I will say this, they say in the manual an hour. It seems like in my case, I've had it stay in the barometer mode for closer to 2 hours. I don't know if that varies per watch, but it'll stay in there a pretty good amount of time. I've got other watches that'll leave you in the barometer mode for 10 or 15 minutes, and then it'll kick you back out. This differential is basically telling you that your current barometric pressure, mine is 1005, that is not changed since the last time my sensor took a reading. If you see this bar go down or up, it's basically going to let you know how your current barometric pressure compares to the last time your sensor took a reading. And it'll let you know basically if it's dropping or if it's raising. I should mention that this inner bar, you'll see that there's a little marking bar here. Mine starts with a 10 and it goes all the way to a -10. Yours should be the same way. That is showing you in hectopascals the value of your differential pointer on your barometric pressure. So if it drops down to -5, it would mean that my current reading is 5 hectopascals less than the last time the sensor took a reading. Hope that's not too complicated. Those of you that do weather and barometric pressure, you hopefully understand what I'm saying there. Once you're done with your barometer reading, you can either stay in this mode and it will eventually kick you back out. You can always press the barometer button again to take a new reading. So you'll see mine hasn't changed at all. And then if you're really done with it, you want to get back to your timekeeping mode, you can simply press the mode button and it'll take you back to your timekeeping screen. Again, if you leave this display on, you can watch what your barometric pressure is doing over the last 24 hours. I hope the video helps.